Hi, you guys. Welcome to day 10 of Chiari Malformation Awareness Month, and this is my brother. Say hi, brother.
Hi, brother.
So, you guys are probably wondering why I have my brother on. If you guys watched my videos last September, he was on there too, because I wanted to talk to him a bit about what he remembers from when I first got sick.
Oh, jeez. That was a while back.
It was
I'm,
5 years ago?
I'm too old for this.
5 years ago now? That'd be 5 years ago in...
Oh, jeez. I do recall that suddenly you were doing less.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually you were bedridden. Unable to move without having an immense amount of pain or, well, throwing up sometimes.
Did I throw up sometimes?
Yeah, I remember that. Because you got sick. Because you couldn't see.
Oh, I
You
couldn't
got
see.
dizzy.
I got dizzy and so I vomited.
Yeah, that wasn't fun.
I didn't remember that part.
That only happened once because we learned after that one.
To not let me stand up?
Yeah. So then you were in there for a while. You were bedridden for a while. That wasn't fun. Because all of a sudden I had to actually act like an adult. That wasn't great.
That's terrifying to think about. See, 5 years, you're a senior now, so you were in 8th grade then?
Yeah.
Oof.
I was still an edgy teenager. This is Nico.
Do you mind? I'm sorry, am I not giving you enough attention? Do you not like the fact that we're recording a video?
Nico, do you want to join?
Okay, so I was bedridden a lot and you had to step up to help around the house. Do you remember what it was like when I went to Orlando for my surgery?
It was very concerning. Because I I was basically smacked in the face by what the chances were here. It was either you're gonna be better, not completely better, but better, or you're gonna be dead.
Well, no, the options were either I was going to die during surgery, which was not as exaggerated as he's thinking about, but this was supposed to fix me. Did it fix me?
I mean, you can walk, so
Yes. So
where it matters, yes, but it fixes you as much as any surgery ever does.
Well, it wasn't a cure. Do you remember what it was like when I came home from the hospital?
You were out for a while, down and out.
Yeah.
It took you a lot of therapy to get back to where you are right now at this point.
Do you remember?
He wants to be a part of this. Fine.
Do you remember like the first few days when I came home from the hospital?
I don't.
I think I spent most of the time in the chair, and then there was always a dog.
All I can remember is this.
Is that how I looked?
Either you were asleep or you might as well have been asleep.
Was I drugged?
Yes, very. You were like right up the teeth, man.
Do you remember what they did to me in my surgery? They took out part of my skull and part of my spinal cord.
Chance of death.
Chance of death. Do you remember who used to sit with me all the time when I got home from the hospital?
No, I don't.
Kixie used to sit in my lap.
Yes, Kix, our dog.
Yes.
Do they know of Kix?
They don't. Kixie is a dog we had. She passed away a few years ago. But she was Little Miss Nurse Nellie. And so when I got home from the hospital, she did nothing but sit in my lap.
Now let me advertise.
Was it hard for you when I got sick?
It was different because I had to adapt to there being, no offense, dead weight in the house.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was on the couch constantly. It was either I was on the couch or in bed.
Because you were, well, we had to transport you eventually.
Yeah.
Like, we'd have to walk you back and forth. And you might as well have been dead weight.
Yeah.
You didn't move much.
I couldn't move much.
You didn't help around much. You couldn't work anymore.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't working at the time. It was only my sophomore year. You're thinking about over the summer when I hit my head.
Which was also its own little fear, but we're not going to get into that right now. You You couldn't go to school. Your entire sophomore year was.
Yeah, I remember my friend or my boyfriend at the time used to bring my homework to me.
Eventually, they just forced you to do FOPS, didn't they?
No, I dropped out on my own on my birthday. Remember? Luckily enough, he wasn't going to the same high school as me yet, which was good.
Yeah, I was still in 8th grade and an edgy teenager.
You're still an edgy teenager.
Not nearly as much.
No, not nearly as much. Our younger sister has taken that spot. Okay. Is there anything you want them to know about what it was like as a sibling to somebody as a younger kid watching
Honestly, it was hard. Extremely hard. At times it would scare you awake. Like you realize if something doesn't happen soon, I'm going to lose a sibling. Because the situation was quickly getting worse. And we couldn't find a doctor that was willing to do it close enough. And so eventually we just got desperate and went to Orlando.
Orlando's about an hour and a half to 2 hours away from us. But the thing is there were no neurosurgeons in my area who were trained on my condition. And that's what a lot of this month is about, is telling you guys, this coming from a kid who was 13 at the time when I got sick.
Most of the time at 13, your biggest worries is, hey, I really didn't turn out in anything last week. I should start working on that.
Instead, he was worried about his older sister dying because there were no neurosurgeons. There were no neurologists.
And at the time, her doctor was just kind of...
Yeah, I actually had I think at one point our mom was crying because the doctor was just kind of like... I mean, it took me, after I was diagnosed, it took me 2 months to get in to see a neurosurgeon.
Mm-hmm.
And over that time, I deteriorated quickly.
The neurosurgeon actually gave us a prediction of how long it would have taken had we not found them.
She actually said that, like you guys saw in my video yesterday, if I had not had the surgery when I did, I could have died. And unfortunately, he was privy to that, because as he went from being the 13-year-old who was looking up to a 16-year-old sister to take care of stuff, to having to take care of his 16-year-old sister because she couldn't sit up long enough to get herself a drink.
Or I remember our mother was much more stressed at that point because, she couldn't get up, so she couldn't do any necessities. Bathroom, water, food, taking a walk out. I don't know, man.
I couldn't shower by myself. I actually used to go days without showering because it took too much effort. I had to eat on the couch. We got straws because we had to start drinking with the straws. This is an uncomfortable topic for him to remember. That's why he's clicking the pen. Because it was a stressful time for him. Also,
Go ahead.
He has Asperger's. He's very high functioning, but that's why this is a bit uncomfortable for him to talk about. And it was scary for you, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. It was not a fun time. It was it was a bad time. I had to find a lot of distractions. I kind of shut away my emotions at that point because, what point was there to express them when everyone was focused on, and reasonably, but I was a self-centered 13-year-old who felt that he ruled the world. And I felt that it was a transforming time for me too, because I felt that for the first time in my life, I wasn't the one getting the most focus in the house. Because I've been the sickly one all my life. And then for once, I wasn't. And it was a new experience, a learning experience. So I guess if I got anything good from you almost dying, it's that.
That you grew up and stopped being the center of attention?
I still am the center of attention, just I know that I'm not always the center of attention, unless when I'm always the center of attention.
Hey guys, as I was editing this video, it turns out that the ending was missing. But my brother will be back a few more times over this month. Keep that in mind. I'm going to check in with friends, things like that. So we'll get some more real life examples for you. So thank you guys very much. Make sure you guys share this stuff, get the word out there, and I will see you guys soon.